What happens when an undercover boss visits his flagship store and discovers a truth that shakes him to the core? Let's dive in to see. Marcus Redmond was a self-made businessman. He had spent 2 decades building his retail empire, Redmond & Co., from a single store to a nationwide chain. Known for his attention to detail and his belief in treating people with kindness, Marcus prided himself on creating a customer-first company. But recently, whispers had reached him, rumors that the customer service in his flagship store was less than stellar. Marcus decided he couldn't rely on second-hand reports. He would see the reality for himself. So, early one Friday morning, he donned a casual disguise, a pair of glasses, a baseball cap, and a simple hoodie. He walked into the store as just another customer, ready to observe his employees in action. The flagship store was in downtown Chicago. It was massive, with 3 floors of neatly organized products. The store gleamed with polished floors, bright lights, and perfectly arranged displays. But as Marcus stepped inside, he felt something was off. It wasn't the appearance of the store, it was the atmosphere. The employees seemed preoccupied. They avoided eye contact, spoke in hushed tones, and moved quickly as if trying to avoid being approached. Marcus decided to test the waters by asking for help. Marcus approached a tall, stocky employee named Logan who was organizing a shelf. "Excuse me," Marcus said, his tone polite but firm. "Could you help me find the sports equipment section?" Logan barely glanced at him. "It's on the 2nd floor," he said flatly, and turned back to his task. Marcus was stunned. No smile, no effort to guide him, not even basic courtesy. He felt an unease growing in his chest. This was not the culture he had worked so hard to instill. Determined to dig deeper, Marcus headed to the 2nd floor himself. He wandered around, deliberately looking confused, hoping someone would step in to assist him. No one did. On the 2nd floor, Marcus overheard a conversation between 2 employees near the electronics section. One of them, a lanky young man named Ethan, was complaining loudly. "I'm so sick of these customers," Ethan said. "They expect us to drop everything for them." The other employee, Kyle, laughed. "Yeah, it's not like we're their servants. They can figure it out themselves." Marcus felt his stomach twist. Was this how his employees truly saw their customers? He knew he needed to speak to a manager, but he decided to observe a little longer. As Marcus made his way to the 1st floor checkout area, he noticed an elderly man struggling with a heavy basket. None of the employees nearby offered to help. But then, out of nowhere, a young stockroom employee named Ben rushed over. Ben was lean and slightly disheveled, with a kind expression. "Let me help you with that, sir," Ben said, taking the basket from the man and leading him to the checkout counter. He even went as far as organizing the items in the basket to make the process easier. The elderly man thanked him profusely. "You've got a good heart, son," he said. Ben simply smiled and replied, "It's no trouble at all. Have a great day." Marcus watched the scene unfold, deeply moved by Ben's actions. Here was someone embodying the values he wanted for his company. Marcus finally decided it was time to reveal himself. He asked to speak to the store manager, a man named Darren. When Darren arrived, Marcus removed his cap and glasses, revealing his identity. Darren's face went pale. "I've been in this store all morning," Marcus said, his voice calm but firm. "I've seen employees ignore customers, complain about them, and fail to offer even basic help. This is unacceptable." Darren stammered, "Mr. Redmond, I didn't know you were coming. I promise this isn't how things usually are." Marcus raised an eyebrow. "If it's not, why have I seen it repeatedly today? And why is it that one stockroom worker, Ben, is the only person who treated a customer with respect?" Marcus called Ben to the office. When Ben arrived, he looked nervous, unsure of what was happening. Marcus smiled warmly. "Relax, Ben. I just want to thank you for your kindness today." Ben shrugged. "I just try to do the right thing. My mom always taught me to treat people the way I'd want to be treated." Intrigued, Marcus asked about Ben's background. That's when he learned the truth. Ben was working double shifts to support his younger brother, who had medical issues. Despite his challenges, he never let it affect his attitude toward customers. Marcus was deeply touched. "Ben, you're the kind of employee every company needs. Your hard work and kindness haven't gone unnoticed." After that visit, Marcus took swift action. He implemented new customer service training for all employees, ensuring they understood the importance of treating customers with respect. Darren, the manager, was given a final warning and placed under close supervision. As for Ben, Marcus promoted him to a supervisory role, giving him a much-needed raise. Marcus also made it a point to visit the flagship store regularly, ensuring the culture he envisioned was truly being practiced. Marcus's visit to his flagship store was a wake-up call. It reminded him that a company's success isn't just about profits, it's about people. And sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness, like Ben's willingness to help an elderly man, can make the biggest impact. The flagship store became a model of excellent customer service, thanks to Marcus's determination and Ben's quiet heroism. And Marcus? He never stopped going undercover, knowing there were always more truths to uncover and more lessons to learn. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.